My name is Sam Locke and I am the owner-operator of the Record Exchange. Well, I've worked for this store since 1993 and originally in Cleveland, Ohio. And I moved here in 1997 to open stores for the gentleman that owned it at that point. And we got up to 5 stores and I bought them in 2006. And since then we've closed 3 of them, so now we're down to 2, this one in Frederick and one in Silver Spring. And I much prefer having 2 stores than 5 stores. I used to run a music fanzine where I would travel around and interview bands, primarily so I could get into the shows for free. I mean, that was the main reason for starting that. I've always been involved with music, and obviously back then it was like 1985, so records were the format for listening to music. But unfortunately, since then I've lost all my records. They're either sold them or gave them away, but now I'm collecting again. So, we sell a lot of record players and turntables. When we get used ones in that are good quality, like a good 70s or early 80s turntable, there's a lot of kids getting into records for the first time, so they might want a turntable in their bedroom or dorm room or something. I often say if you've got $100 to spend on the turntable, you're better off getting a used one from the 80s that's $100 or 70s rather than one of these new plasticky ones for $100. So I think records sound a lot better than digital, and it just sounds a lot warmer and fills the room a lot more.
I've worked at this location for about 3 years, almost 3 years. But yeah, it feels like home. Feels like home. I really enjoy it here. It's pretty nice. The process of determining a record's value would be looking at, you know, the dust cover on it and the scratches on the record and if it's warped or not.
I love records because it's not like a CD. It just brings back like that old, you just have like that grinding sound, and it just takes you back to that certain time period where the artists were alive. It's just a thrill for me to just like go on this hunt and just try to like look for like the artists that I loved and just try to find certain records that I don't already have in my collection.
We rely on people bringing in their old LPs or games or whatnot. We offer store credit or cash for what they bring in. You know, that people don't seem to understand a lot of times where we get everything from. They're like, can you order me a used one? They think they come from some big warehouse somewhere, but they don't. We just all comes through people bringing it in through the door. We always like to get feedback from customers because it helps us improve and grow. I just hope they keep buying records.